A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter for the episode can be found in the chat or description below.
Monsters come in different shapes and sizes. Good, nowhere else to be. Small voices singing, set me free. Set me free. You said you'd hope to die. You've crossed my heart now too many times. I'd stick a needle in your eye, but I'm too shy.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Midnight Rush here on Bad House. We would like to thank our sponsor, HeroForge.com. HeroForge.com has enabled us to bring you Midnight Rush to your very homes, and without them, we wouldn't be here. If you haven't heard it yet, HeroForge.com offers kit bashing. It is a new feature for pro subscribers that levels up the customization on HeroForge.com. The vast array of items and features that can be placed anywhere on the Mini, users have more freedom than ever before to create bespoke miniatures that represent their characters' unique personalized stories. Kit bashing allows you to add up to 20 more items onto your Mini, with each individual item having independent scaling, rotation, and movement. Minis themselves now have greater customization with kit bashing, including more granular hand and finger positioning, independently posable legs and feet, and scaling for individual body parts. Kit bashed minis can be purchased in any form currently available on Hero Forge, including both physical products and such as color printed plastic or color standees, as well as the digital products such as STLs. Visit HeroForge.com and make your mini today. Let's meet our players.
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. I go by any all pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Adrian Waters, who goes by he, they, photographer, trying to make ends meet to take care of his sister and make some of life. That's it.
Hey guys, I'm Laurel. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Tinny, or Tincture, not Tinifer, and her pronouns are she, her.
Hi everyone, I'm Stella Luna on Twitch, Stella Luna TV on all other social media. Today I will be playing Coralie. She, they pronouns for both of us.
Hey everybody, I'm Josephine at Scary Dog Friend. I'll be playing Chanyo Huang, he, him.
Last we left off, our hunters had to do kind of a dicey job down in Chinatown, Canal Street. They were tasked to pretty much burn down an abandoned theater. While they were investigating what was happening before they got there, they found these kind of weird rocks. I believe Adrian took a sample of one right before they were interrupted by two of what they know are called Duskborn interrupting them. Chasing those two is a mysterious figure, which kind of gave them the advice to use a blood bag with a syringe in it. There, they were able to dispatch these two by this blinding flash of light. The four of you are left there speechless. The two Duskborn are reduced to ash, and the mysterious figure just upped and left. How are you guys feeling right now?
Oh, shit.
Tinny just said afterwards, I just killed 2 people.
Well, I don't know if people can do that when they die.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
As a medical student, I can tell you that these are not people as we know them.
It doesn't matter, does it, Tinny?
Of course it doesn't matter. I just killed 2 living, speaking, hoping, thinking people. They had things that they were probably looking forward to. And I just...
No, listen, they were doing something here, right?
Right.
They were trying to kill us. It was either.
Coralie, you were close to one of them as they pinned you down, and Chanyol pretty much tackled them away from you. You notice that one of their clothes still remain, and there is a kind of like a leather vest that they were wearing, and there is a pin.
Fuck. I begin to reach forward and trying to avoid touching the ash as much as possible. I try to pick up the pin.
You are now noticing closer that the ash starts to just evaporate, not into like a gas, but like it just disapparates as if it was just disappearing out of existence. Not like a burned body or a burned object, like ash would do. Like, it's not joining the air molecule. It's ceasing to exist. And as you bring up this vest, you look at the pin there. It has like the concentric circles and the snake, but you see that it's slashed across. It looks pretty recent. It doesn't look like it was a part of the design.
I think I found something. I don't recognize what this is. It was in the vest.
You now recall those matchbook stickers that you found in your first job. It was the same sticker. It is now on a pin.
Wait. Do one of you have the matchbook?
I think Chanyol, did you have it?
I pull it out of a pocket, like kind of like tapping all over me to see if I have it or not.
You have a form of it. There are still stickers in it, still glitter in it.
Chanyol, did you bring glitter to our job?
Yo. Just slow turn to Chanyol, like, really?
What can I say, guys?
Anyway, let me see.
They match. You see that? This pin. Matchbook. It's connected.
Yeah. There's a slash in that one, though.
Is it like rival gangs sort of situation, or like no, just defunct of some sort kind of thing?
I hope it's not rival gangs, because then we're choosing a side. We just chose a side. I just chose a side by killing someone from that side.
Technically, and I'm probably gonna make this worse, we didn't choose a side because we fucked with one of them and then we fucked with another one of them, so we're technically on a fence in a way.
Good. Great.
Maybe you're like an exorcist now or something, Tinny. Maybe it's cool.
Tinny takes the gun that she's holding that she found here and she puts it back over her back and she just looks at Chunyul like, do you think this is funny? Do you think what's happening right now is funny?
Some people cope with humor.
No, it's really not funny. I'm just really scared, and I don't know how else to deal with this, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I snapped. And Tinny like wipes her face because it's covered in blood. Well, do we finish the job now or what?
What else do we have to do again?
Clean it up and burn it down.
The whole building, right? Or
The bodies are disincorporating or something. Do you see that?
They're doing what now?
Look at it. It's disappearing.
The rest of you start to notice that the ashes are just disappearing into the air.
Tinny's an exorcist, like actually.
I
Stop saying that.
What was in that bag?
I'm seeing a mudanka as I'm seeing it. You know what like.
God, you're so stupid. I begin to pick through the vest to see if I can find anything else.
You find a cell phone. It's kind of like a burner phone. It's a flip phone, the ones that you can just buy at like a Best Buy or like a Walmart.
Flip it open.
You flip it open. It still has like a few battery left.
I try to see if there's any text messages, recent calls.
You look at the text messages and you notice that as you go through the contacts that have the texts in them, they're not names. They are addresses.
Oh, this is weird. There's a bunch of addresses on here.
addresses.
Do you know any of them?
Do you open a message?
I do.
You open a message and what you see is one of it says tests failure. Stock 500. You open another one. Tests failure. You see stock 750. Tests progress / failure. Stock 300.
Check to see if the address from our last job is in there.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a good idea. I begin to scroll through them.
You scroll down and the address that you previously went to definitely in there. You open the message and it says test in progress, stock 700. Then there is a message after that says compromised, be alert, and there is a photo.
I try to open the photo.
You try to open the photo, it is distorted the same way as the video was distorted when you watched it back at that warehouse. It looks like it is bending the whole picture, but there is a portion that you notice that is a little bit clear. It is a section of a face. This guy has a little longer hair, quite familiar. It's the same guy that you just saw in the balcony. He has a lip piercing. He has a scar on his brow. And he's holding a sword in his hands. He's covered in blood. And then the text after that says, beware.
Wait, so that guy that was, and I look back up at the balcony where he was clearly gone, I'm assuming. It's like, so this guy is the one that killed all those people in the other one before? Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he's the one who made me kill these two. I guess not made me, but showed me how to.
Tinny, what were you supposed to do? Just let them kill you? Kill us?
I just feel conflicted, okay? I'm allowed to feel conflicted, right?
Absolutely. You are allowed to feel that way, but you didn't have a choice. Only people that know about it is us, so.
I just. Right. Right.
Adrian, by your feet, you notice the blood bag that Tinny threw that erupted in this light.
I definitely would like to pick it up and find out at least something about it. Definitely.
You pick it up, the blood has seemingly evaporated, and the edges where extra blood would have pooled are now pitch black. The bag kind of looks like a Capri Sun once you've sipped everything from it.
Yeah.
And inside you see kind of metal filings in the syringe. It's not so much as a syringe, it kind of looks like a baster.
So like a baster with like metal shavings in it is in the center, in it, and in the bag.
Yeah.
Mm.
It looks like whatever was in the syringe reacted to the blood that created that flower.
All right, I'm not a chemist or anything, but maybe look into this a little bit more. There was a reaction that probably happened that set this off.
I do think we should figure out what it is just in case we need more to protect ourselves in the future. Right? Because clearly we need to protect ourselves.
Someone made this is usually someone might made it with a signature of some sort. Like who might have put this together? Is there any kind of markings or anything like that about? Nope. Just
No,
says
there's
it's-
no markings.
Okay. Worth
Yeah.
a shot.
It doesn't seem like, if you're looking for like some form of like signature, it doesn't look like it's a signature. It looks like the people around who were working in this lab.
Yeah, like
created
they just made it to have it ready on hand kind of situation. Okay.
Exactly.
Did we see who told Tinny how to use the bag, or did Tinny tell us that someone told her how to use
Yeah,
it?
he was shouting out how
Okay.
to use it.
Okay. As I think Chanyeol is like starting to put together like any last cleaning things that need to be done, but also like the lighter fluid that we were given,
Gasoline.
he like gasoline. He looks over to you, Tinny. Did a guy talk to you? There was another guy here. What did he look like? What did he say to you? What?
Right, that guy in the picture on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who told me to use the blood bag like a grenade. I used the flash grenade and it didn't really work, and then he told me to use the blood bag. I thought it was just going to distract them. I wasn't. Well,
He taught us how to kill these things.
But he's evasive as fuck, along with that Russian chick.
if he wasn't terrifying, he was kind of good looking, but he was terrifying, so it doesn't matter.
I look over Coralie's shoulder just to see the face of this man that we see on the phone, just kind of like you can Coralie, you feel like Chanyeol behind.
I begin to like wave my hand over my shoulder, trying to shoo you away. God, give me some space.
Just trying to see.
I shut the phone and shove it into my pocket. Look, I don't think we should spend any more time here than we need to.
Let's finish it. Let's just finish it.
Yep, let's finish it.
Quick question. Do you guys check the other body? Because the clothes are still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Adrian, you check out the other set of clothes. And you find a pocketbook.
Okay. I'm gonna look through the pocketbook.
You look through the pocketbook, and what you find is these weird coded things. You assume are drugs, maybe? You see hot sauce, and it lists all these kind of ingredients, and at the same time, end of it, some form of blood. They say phlegmatic or choleric. You see sun's bright, And you notice under Sunsbright, it says the formula for it, some metal shavings, some other chemicals, and it tells you to put it in a syringe and a blood bag. It says reaction, sunlight.
Narrow my eyes as I read it over. You can see Adrian beautiful minding this, and then his eyes slowly like look over to, because I think he's also carrying like the empty Capri Sun bag.
Yeah. And then one of the last pages that you check, glitter and a bunch of formulas for it. And you're now noticing that this is kind of like a cookbook for what they have been doing.
I look through and like I flip to the glitter, quickly note that it is, and then like flip it back before Jamil can see. It's just like, nope. Go.
You flip it back and you notice that there is a bookmark on one particular formula. It just says Philosopher's Stone. And there is a bunch of other chemicals there that is pretty much coded. It's not in a regular alphabet. This one is different from the rest.
Is it like it needs like a cipher or something?
Yes.
Looking through, immediately trying to understand the code, realizing I'm gonna need something for it. Is there what might be a cipher either in the book or in the pocketbook itself, or no? That's all that's left.
No, but you haven't really checked the vicinity. There are drawers or cabinets that you haven't checked that are on the stage right now. Roll me wits and investigation.
I was gonna say, while he's looking at that, I look back over at the first corpse's leather vest, and my little thrifty brain is kind of going, and I kind of...
Oh, no.
Then I think about that man that was standing above at the balcony, and I just have a moment and a flash, and then I yoink the vest. I'm gonna keep that.
I pretend that I don't see it.
It's a little oversized, but like
That's perfect.
just right.
Tinny didn't say anything about it out loud, but she's having thoughts.
I got a 3.
You open a drawer and you can find that there is another pocketbook there. Inside has a lot more symbols and letters. And then in the back of it is kind of like a weird ruler that has symbols and letters as well, with an arrow. Kind of like a slider. Kind of like a code breaker.
Oh, okay. I'm like I mutter out loud to myself and was like, "Hey, this is gonna take a while," and I just kind of put it together, stuff it, essentially for later. He's like, "I think I know how to maybe figure out how to make a blood bag."
Good. I can always help with that if you need help.
Yes, I would appreciate that, definitely, because it's confusing, but we got it. And I'll ask you how you're doing after this, but we should figure this out first.
Right. Yeah, that's probably best. Let's get this done first.
As you all do what you need to do, set fire to the theater. It's old. Bold around. Sets fire real quick. Quicker than you expected. And the only exit that you can probably get to is the back exit that Tinny cleared.
Oh, that's a good thing, right? Good thing I thought about that.
All of a sudden, the fire starts to creep up the walls. It eats all the wood, all the seats. The smell of burnt leather fills the air. The smoke becomes thicker.
All right, well, there's no reason to stay, shall we?
Yeah, we should get out of here before this draws attention.
Get the fuck out of here.
You exit through the back door. It is this long hallway, very narrow, made out of brick. You get to an outside door and fresh air hits your nose. You can breathe again. And all of a sudden, who goes out first?
I think Tinny does.
Tinny, you hear coughing sounds behind a dumpster to your right.
Tinny kind of doesn't take the gun off of her shoulder, but kind of gets ready and alert and goes to check what's going on.
Shit.
Hello?
You hear something being pulled out of flesh.
Are you good?
As you look behind the dumpster, it's this girl, very short haircut. You see her face slashed across, all bloodied. She's missing 3 fingers, pinky, the ring in the middle, on her left hand. Her right is holding pressure on her abdomen. You see right next to her it looks like a wooden stake of sorts, covered in her blood. You see her leg is slashed as well. You see a little bit of burns behind one of her arms.
Tinny immediately calls for Coralie. Coralie! We need medical help!
I rush out.
No. No. No, 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 no. As she sees you guys, Tinny, you still have the rifle. She sort of panics and starts sliding backwards.
Please, I don't want to hurt you. What's going on? Are you okay?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, what's up?
Chanyol, Adrian, you start to see this young woman.
Kind of lower down onto my haunches and try to use the training that I've learned in trying to empathize with someone who might be in shock.
No. And she kind of like pushes you,
Hey.
smearing a little bit of blood on like the suit that you have.
Try to catch her hands and try to hold them gently. Hey, look at me.
Coralie, roll me quickly wits in medicine or intelligence in medicine.
Okay, I'm very smart.
Can I do like an insight situation? Why is she so...
Wits and insight.
Oh, yeah.
Tinny has also removed the rifle from her shoulder and set it on the ground and has stepped away behind Coralie.
Goose egg.
You can willpower it if you'd like.
Nah, that's fine.
I have 5 successes, one of them's a 10.
Okay. With 5 successes, you quickly assess the damage. Missing fingers from a sword slice. You see that the stake was stabbed in, but the entry point looks like it was stabbed from an underhand swing. So the burns on the back of her arm are chemical burns. You start to see another sword slash on her, pretty much like her calf. And you see bruises as if someone grabbed them very tight on the wrists and the neck.
Do I know if it's possible to save this person?
I mean, with what you have, no, but you're wondering why she's conscious. You're starting to notice like the blood loss is too much. And as you touch her skin, she's colder.
Is she gonna be okay?
I try to throw her hands off of mine and lean back away. You are not okay.
Please. Don't tell me. Just let me go. Just let me go. What do you mean? You're with him. You're with him, right? With the two of them. No.
Who did this to you? Tinny, I think she's one of them.
Oh my god. I didn't know what I was doing. We were just here because we were supposed to be for... I didn't mean to. Can I help you?
And she's kind of reaching some clarity. She's looking at you, Coralie. Looking at you, Tinny. She's looking at the gun on the ground.
Tinny grabs the gun.
Her lips start to quiver. She looks at you, Coralie. No, 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 no. Get me. I need you. And she tries to stand up. She slips on the blood that has been pooling underneath. Please, just get me away. Get me away from him. Get me away from him, please.
Chanyeol.
I-
I look helplessly over to Adrian and Chanyeol. She's one of them.
I pull out my gun.
Wait.
No, 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 please, please. I can't hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you.
Are you gonna tell anybody that we were here?
No, no, no.
Tinny grabs one of her hands as she's standing up, and she kind of helps her stand up, and she says, "We didn't want to be here either. Please don't tell anyone we were here."
I won't say anything. I won't say.
Tinny,
I swear I won't say anything.
get away from her. Tinny.
You're gonna hurt her.
I'll tell you what you. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Like what?
I pull out the phone. I try to go to the picture. Do you know who this is?
No, he just arrived. I've been hearing news that he's been hitting other locations. Look, we've been hearing about you guys, and whatever you want, I'll give you whatever I can. I don't want to die.
We are not affiliated with this man.
But you're affiliated with the others.
Others?
Who are the others?
I don't know. It's just these military guys. They've been hitting us, but like
Fuck the military.
sometimes we get them back, but this guy that hit us tonight was just, he's different. They're different. Especially that witch he brings around.
Get away from her, Tinny.
No, please, no. Don't let him hurt. Please. And kind of with her other arm grabs you by the hand. Tinny, please. Don't let him hurt me. I don't want to die. She starts to cry blood tears.
Chanyeol, I look at Chanyeol, and I look and I go, does she really seem like somebody who would put us in danger?
How can you determine a whole personality of somebody that you just met?
She's crying blood.
Because I just feel it, okay? She's not gonna put us in harm's way. And Tinny looks at her and she says, "You're not gonna put us in harm's way, right?"
She starts to shake and she just uncontrollably sobs. I'll do what you want. I'll do what you want. I promise. Just no.
What's your name then?
I try to kick the stake away from them at the ground. Try to clear the area.
Can Tinny do an insight check?
Sure. Wits and insight. And I'll say with your close proximity, add a dice to your pool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. And I'm looking deep into her eyes.
What you read from her is not only that she is unable to hurt you, she's actively trying to not hurt you. In other words, you're looking at her right now, the way that she's holding you, she's kind of keeping you at length. She has turned her face away from you, like she's avoiding smelling your blood.
I look at Chanyeol and I give you daggers. And I said, "You will not hurt her. She does not want to hurt us. She probably doesn't want to be like this."
Well, if we're going to help, first of all, you should stop touching her. And this is a biohazard.
Yeah, could you like back up from her, please? If she's one of those things, a kindred, right?
I just need
I let go, but very hesitantly.
I just need to get to my car.
What's in your car?
I have blood in my car.
No fucking way.
Where is it?
We'll get it for you. You stay right here.
I look at Adrian and Coralie like in disbelief, like,
It's just 2 blocks around the corner. Please, just bring me to my car. I'll give you money.
Give me your keys.
She starts to look with her hand. She notices that she looks at her hand. She starts to like convulse because she just realizes that she is missing a few fingers. She starts to look for her keys, and she starts to look at all of her injuries, and she starts to panic.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Hey, focus. Give me your keys so we can get you the blood, okay?
The rest of you start to notice the smoke is getting thicker and is leaking out of the door.
We need to go or we're gonna get.
We can't be wasting time anymore. I'm gonna walk, stepping over, like Coralie and Tinny, and I'm going to just fireman carry her essentially, like point out where it is.
Okay.
You better not fucking bite me.
She starts figuring out where she is, and she points over around a corner. She leads you to the car. You start to hear sirens at a distance.
Okay, we gotta be fast. I'm like, Tinny's holding this gun on her back, and she's like, I can't get caught with this. We gotta go. Give her the blood. We gotta go.
I'll start checking her pockets just to try to expedite things here.
I'm like not helping
Yeah.
anyone.
As you get to the car, it's a beat up Honda Civic. She clicks the door lock, starts to unlock, and she's like, the trunk, please.
If she unlocked it, I pop it open with like my hand, like that awkward, I'm trying to hold you and I'm popping this thing up at the same time kind of situation.
Tinny has her gun ready just in case.
You pop open the trunk. In there are several cases, 2 coolers, and 1 case that has a lock on it. She grabs the cooler and she just takes the first bag that she has. As she opens the cooler, you feel the brisk of cold air keeping the blood still cool. She starts scarfing down, just biting down onto these blood bags, splashing all over her chest. It's making a huge mess on the floor. And like an animal, just scarfing down these blood bags, one, then another, and then another, and then another, and then another, until she is finally able to kind of hold herself upright on her own.
Try to clock the number of blood bags here.
There's about 13 in one of the coolers. The other cooler remains closed.
Ones that she pulls out, do they have the same hospital tags on them?
It looks like the hospital tags were like ripped away. She starts to have much more calmer breathing. You start to see her as she's like concentrating on feeding on one bag. You start to see bits of bone start to grow out from her hand, and then muscle, skin.
Okay, we helped you get what you needed. You understand that we did not mean to harm your friends, right?
She just starts nodding while she's feeding.
Okay, we have to go. And you have to go. We all have to go.
Whatever this is that you're in, you need to do it.
Well, we tried that.
Yeah,
We tried. So,
kind of fucked either way.
Well, you need to be careful of that guy. You need to be careful of that guy.
What's your name?
Nancy.
All right, Nancy. I will offer you my name, Adrian. You don't have to get anyone else's name. But if something happens,
he already has my name. And I look at Chung-Yo like,
Look, he's dangerous because he doesn't choose. I heard from another warehouse near Coney Island. Just decimated both your people and ours. I lost a lot of friends already, and we weren't really sure what we were being brought into.
Join the club.
It wasn't like this a few weeks ago.
What happened a few weeks ago?
Somebody promised us that we can stay young forever, and who doesn't want that, right?
All right, you clearly haven't watched enough movies. Sorry.
So you were human a few weeks ago?
Yeah. Most of us were.
So
They said, we'll get everything that we wanted and more if we just, went with them.
Where'd you go?
We met this lady. She looked like this academic person. We met her uptown, Upper West, near Columbia. Then she drove us out. We went down to a cemetery. Can't even remember, in Brooklyn. Next thing we knew, 5 other people were there, and then we were in the ground. I had to crawl my way out.
Oh my god.
Then we had this, and she has like a pendant. And in that pendant, it's this weird, smooth, kind of like purple stone.
Tinny kind of grabs it and looks at it closely. Has Tinny seen anything like this before?
No. It looks uneven.
She gives it back.
I don't know. I woke up with one of those and then like this. Some were luckier than others. Some can still walk in the morning, walk in the daylight. Some of us can't.
Did Adrian show us the cookbook, or did Adrian keep that to themselves?
I don't think I had time to tell anybody about it yet. So
Okay. How close are those sirens?
Sirens, they're pretty close already, but like you are far enough that people who were concerned and involved in putting out the fire are going to be focused on the fire.
All right, I'm still holding an assault rifle, so that's all I. Okay.
If you can't get out of it, do what you gotta do, but I'm out of here. And she takes out the boxes, one of the boxes, puts it on the ground, closes the trunk, and limps over to the driver's seat.
Hey, wait. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
This might be really stupid, but can we trade numbers just in case?
Orly.
Hey, we have no idea what we're getting into.
I'm gonna need some insight into the.
So we get more involved?
We can put it on the burner phone.
Yeah, I pull the burner phone back out. What's your number?
She hesitates. I need you to roll me persuasion and charisma.
Damn it! It's always Coralie.
Guess how many dice I'm rolling?
1.
1. Oh, I got a 10. I don't know if that does anything.
All right.
10? It's a 1 success. I don't want to get involved. I'm sorry.
I don't either, but look, I don't think you were supposed to make it out of here alive tonight. And we're clearly involved, and people you were with were. Look, I just think if you need help, or if we need help, or something, we're kind of in this together already.
Roll me another success.
I rolled another 10.
You roll another 10. It's like, okay. Takes the phone and she puts the number in. I hope I don't hear from you.
Me too.
She starts to drive away.
Corley.
What?
What the fuck was that? You guys! So the idea is that we just put ourselves in this implicating constant cycle forever.
We're already in it. What do you expect?
Sure, but if we...
What would you have done instead then?
I would have fucking left her behind, had no contact with her, had no open opportunities, any avenues, routes for us to see each other again, talk to each other again.
I mean, she's clearly one of them. And if she was upset with us for leaving her behind, maybe she would have smelled us out and killed us herself. At least we found an ally in her.
No, we're not. We're never seeing her again.
Whatever this happened to her, it happened to her recently.
I don't think there's any like lost feelings of her and whoever turned her in the first place, right? She's trying to get out of Dodge.
She's basically in the vampire version of what we're in, okay? She thought she was getting one thing, and then she got stuck in something horrible instead.
Does that make us fucking saints then?
I didn't say we were.
It's better to be smarter about this. And on top of that, you also agreed to this information. We also doubled down to find this information out. Now we're gonna like figure out where the line ends and stops?
Yes, because why would we then decide to go help somebody else that is against what we're doing?
Because we don't know if we've chosen the correct side.
We don't know fuck all, actually.
I don't know about correct shit. Like, this concept of, like, whether or not we're doing the right thing or not, we're objectively doing the wrong thing. So, we're just gonna...
Maybe I just felt really fucking guilty for killing her friends. And Tinny heads to the car. I don't want to hear any more.
Look, we burn a building down. That's not technically legal.
It doesn't become our responsibility if we just get out of here. And it's through the app, right?
Sure.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
As you enter the car, you guys are now getting, since you took a cab or a car service, all of you start to get notifications on your phone. $12,000 falls into your account.
I ask whoever's driving, I say, can we stop the car? And I look at Coralie and I said, I'll meet you at home later.
Wait, are you sure?
I think I can handle myself, don't you?
I
don't know if that's a good idea.
can I go with you?
I'm gonna be okay. I just need to go for a walk.
Okay.
I'll text you. You have my location. And I send it to her.
Car starts to leave. Poorly in the rear view mirror, you start to see Penny walking around of New York. You'll be alright. That's what you all. You all end up at your place early, and you guys are hoping to have had like a conversation, but looks like the night is not the night for some decompression.
As soon as we get into my apartment, I just immediately start stripping down and just throwing things on the ground, and I go into the bathroom without saying anything. Just slam the door behind me. You can hear the shower turning on.
As you turn the shower on, you hear a knock on the bathroom door.
I look at Adrian.
You start to see a woman there around here 50s. She's looking at you too, and she's trying to knock on the door. Who are you two? What are you doing in my daughter's home?
Oh,
A Korean lady, kind of short bob. She asks you that. She's wearing a power suit. She has a purse next to her. With the whole distraction, Coralie, you did not notice that your mother was waiting for you inside in your apartment.
sorry, ma'am. Went through a lot. Coralie needed someone to help her get back home safe and sound.
And she's home now.
Okay.
And she goes up to you, Chanyol, speaks in Korean. Can you please take your friend home? and just looks at Adrian and you. You please leave my daughter's home.
I look at Adrian like,
I don't know if you need to translate that. I think I got it. Yeah, I'll leave.
잠깐만요. And then I will go to the bathroom door and just kind of like knock on the shower, not knock on the bathroom door. Coralie, your mom's here. We're gonna head out, okay?
Okay. You just hear things opening and closing inside the bathroom.
See ya. And then just like kind of look at you, Adrian, like,
Yeah.
yeah, 어머님. And then just kind of awkwardly like just walk past her like, oh God. Oh no.
You walk past her, she closes the door. Coralie in the bathroom, the shower is on. You start to hear clinking and clanking from the kitchen. And then you start to hear drawers being opened and closed. You start to hear a door being opened, and you can assume that it is yours.
I take my time in the shower. I draw it out as long as I can. Eventually, I'll step out wrapped in a towel.
You step out. You start to see that your mother has made you some food. Bunch of Tupperware stacked on top of each other on the dining table.
I go over to the fridge and I pull out a fizzy water.
She just sits there, silently waiting for you to acknowledge her.
Standing in front of the open fridge, I crack the can open and just start drinking at it, not looking at her, not saying anything. Then eventually I close the door. Hey, Mom.
I'm so glad that you finally had time to acknowledge me. I have been waiting here for a while. I've noticed that your roommate is not back.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Busy with what? Did you get a new job? Did you?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, well, I got you some food. I made it myself. And you look at it, it looks too perfect. Clearly, she had somebody make this.
Yeah. I don't even look at it for very long. Just my eyes flick down for a second and then back up at her. What do you want?
I just want you to go back to school. I can't have my only daughter be a dropout.
Mom, we already had this talk. I'm not changing my mind.
You're not changing your mind, then how are you going to get married like this? Don't you care what you're doing to me? This is really unfair, Coralie.
I can't do it, Mom.
Why?
I tried for 2 years already. If I have to go to one more of those seminars, those classes, those extracurricular fucking workshops, Mom, I am going to lose it. I just
Look. I have found a nice boy for you. And look, if you meet him, if you might want to go back, like, please just give this thing a chance. I already talked to your father, and he's more than happy to continue supporting you if you just go back.
I don't need your help, Mom.
You don't need my help. Who's going to help you? Who's going to help you? Your roommate?
I'll figure it out, okay?
Your roommate? And she walks over to Tinny's part of the apartment.
Hey!
She can't even take care of herself.
I try to, like, close the door and try to wedge myself between the door and my mother, trying to shepherd her away. Tinny's doing just fine, okay?
You're being unfair. You're being so selfish. I need you to think, Coralie.
Can you just go?
Starts to tear up. I don't understand what I did for God to give me such a ungrateful child. She takes her finger and points at you. When you have a child of your own and family, hope you don't go through this. I hope people in your life aren't as hurtful as you're being right now. Snatches her bag and storms off.
I stand there, not really sure what to do or say for a few minutes. And then slowly I begin to put the food into the fridge because it's perfectly good food. And it's probably the only food in the apartment right now. And throw on a bathrobe and wait in the kitchen till Eddie comes home.
Adrian, you take the train home, get back. How have you been feeling all of this?
He's in this space of like, it hasn't come about yet, or hasn't come up yet exactly how he's feeling. He might have a moment later because that's how he knows for him to process his emotions about it. He's very worried about everybody else. He's a little angry about like Chanyul's response of like, hey, we could have just left this person. Yeah, the really fucking weird situation that we're in. But conscious-wise, didn't feel right. So he's trying to figure those things out, but he hasn't put names, feelings, words to it. So he's repressing and probably on the way into the subway, transferring if he needs to. Clenching and unclenching. He's probably bruised up a little bit too because he had gotten hurt, I believe, last time. And like cursing ever so often, like "Don't squeeze too hard, fuck, ow," is how that's happening. But yeah, and he's not sure what to do next. I would say at the moment.
Get to your apartment. Keys jingle as you put them into the lock. Each turn, kind of you wince as your body is still sore. As soon as you open your door, a Nerf football hits you in the face.
Ah.
Ooh, shit, sorry.
Are you? It was perfectly dead on center of my face. Like opens the door fully, closes it behind him.
I was trying to hit the target, and you look behind you on the door. There was a target.
Well, you hit it.
Hell yeah.
Can you move this literally anywhere else? Is what he says as he looks at his sister.
Sure. And takes a look. Like shit. And been to a cookout?
No.
Smells smoky.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I got into a fight. Essentially.
You into a fight? Like with words or?
Yeah. I came out unscathed, except for a few bruises. Look at me.
Okay. What's been up with you lately? Like,
What do you mean? Like I walk into the kitchen, like I'm like completely distancing it. Did you want me to make anything? I drop stuff off.
no, she hops on the counter and grabs a box of Apple Jacks and starts eating next to you. No, it's been kind of weird lately because like a few days ago, like I don't know, like you were just trying to make ends meet and like all of a sudden you send me money.
Yeah. So should I not be sending you money?
Have you been joining a fight club? Have you been?
You got me. I joined the Fight Club. That's exactly what I've been doing. right? Like, just
Okay, keep your secrets.
hey, as long as you're okay, like, you get to go to college and everything. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I am. I was just worried that you'd start stripping or something.
Hey, sex workers, we're not going to shame them in this household, okay?
Oh, I'm not shaming them. I'm just like, you just have so much passion for photography. I don't want you to just like veer into a different thing just to provide for me. If you can't, I don't need all this stuff. It would be nice, but like,
Sis, normally when someone gives you money and you buy stuff that you need and you want, just say thank you.
thank you. But also, I I want to be able to turn the favorite somehow. Been working hard for me, and you deserve a little something.
I put down, like, I was trying to find something in the refrigerator. Settle on a glass of water, close it, put it down on the island, I suppose. Take the apple jacks out of her hands. Stop eating like a barbarian,
Hey,
okay? Like, puts it down on the counter and then puts hands on Vanessa's shoulders. You can get me back later, okay? I'm racking up those debts, those sibling debts, okay?
okay. How about I grab a pie
A pie.
and then yeah, like just plain. I can't afford pepperoni, but how about get us a pie and like a few sodas, and we can just like watch movies. I know you haven't watched any in a while, so
Yeah, I've been told. um, yeah, that would be great. I'd like that. And don't worry about the whole photography thing. Like, I love photography, you know it, and I will continue to do that. But right now, it seems like I might be blacklisted right now, and that's not really helping.
by who?
Fucking Amy.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go to Yelp and write a negative review on that bitch's page.
Do people even look at Yelp still?
You'd be surprised. Yeah.
Hmm. It'll all work itself out, okay? But until then, I'm taking on odd jobs. I'm participating in fight clubs. I'm throwing ass on that pole just for you, babe. Sorry.
Hey, just the image of you throwing ass just threw me off. All right, sure. Just I just I just want you to have some stuff for you, and I appreciate what you're doing. So I'm gonna get that pie and scroll through Netflix and check out what you want to watch. Right?
Mhm. And I appreciate it. You'll get me back eventually. Okay?
And she jabs you in where you have a bruise on your.
Mm,
Ooh, shit!
Why?
Sorry. All right, I'm getting that pizza now.
Yeah. Yeah, work on your fucking aim. Like, try to miss ever so often. Why don't you? As like I grin to myself and lean over, um, thinking about her words. I think, and it kind of goes into the bank of repressed emotions of like, what about you? It's just like, yeah, what about me? Is all that my brain reverberates back to me as I do.
And as you're left to your thoughts, Chanyo, where do we find you?
I am 6 shots in, the most expensive vodka that this bar has. And I'm surrounded by new friends, as in people that I just met, and I am being a whore. I am very much like letting people touch me without like them asking. Like I am just very much like being like the princess of the bar at this very moment.
What kind of bar did you head to? Was it more of a club, or was it a dive? Was it a lounge? Kind of like a lounge?
Something loungy, honestly. He wants to spend money, but he's being kind of like a princess about it, you know? Like,
Yeah, you're walking down the street from Coralie's, and easily you find a lounge. There was a line. You're a bouncer. Easily a $20 handshake is gonna get you in through the door. Throughout the night, spent there like about an hour.
I get the thought after the hour, Coralie probably needs this too. And I'm gonna text Coralie. I'm gonna call Coralie, which I've never done that.
Yeah.
Almost immediately, I pick up. What?
You need a night out. And you can hear it's like so busy and like people talking all around me.
What? I can't hear you.
You need a night out. Let me treat you.
You drunk?
Yes.
Where are you?
And I give the address to the lounge. And you probably know it's like the inexpensive place or area.
Yeah, it's about like 3 blocks away from you.
I just hang up. About 20 minutes later, I'll show up and look around. Chanyo.
You look around and you find Chanyol. There's this guy licking salt from Chanyol's neck and taking a shot.
Yeah.
And then kissing Chanyol as Chanyol holds a lime from their mouth.
I cut my way through the lounge, and I grab Chanyol's elbow and just shake it. Hey.
Hey. Like I'm very like dressed in like low-waisted, like distressed pants and like crop top. Like there's just the vibe going on where he is very specifically self-destructive and kind of dissociating. And you can see a glitter sticker on like his hip bone, basically.
I pulled this stranger off. Who the fuck are you? Hey, move.
Hey.
Get out of here.
Baby girl, come on. Just join the fun. This guy holds up the sticker. It's like, really, you don't want?
No. Get out of here. Stop it.
All right.
I just distinctly turn away from that person and look right at Chanyol. Noticing the glitter, I peel it off of your body. I throw it onto the ground.
It already like the effects are fully in. That's fair.
Are you okay? You don't look okay.
Coralie, no, I'm not. But what do you want? What do you want to get? What do you like to drink?
I'll have some vodka, I guess.
Like get you situated with like a beautiful glass and like we get like another like very expensive bottle between the two of us. Do you want to head into a booth?
Yeah. Where did your shirt go?
It kind of disappeared.
You see passing by is this girl who is wearing Chanyol's shirt.
Oh, there it is. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I slide into a booth, and since the moment I stepped in here, I keep checking my phone to see if Tinny has messaged me. Do you do this often?
Whenever I get the money.
Uh-huh.
So, what happened with your mom? That seemed like a disaster. It just was brewing something crazy.
Just she wants me to be a doctor. She wants me to marry a doctor. Some white guy with blonde hair, blue eyes, kind of shit, you know?
Shit.
And as I'm talking, I'm actively texting Tinny now, and she's like, "You okay?" Question mark. Eyes emoji.
You get a text, Coralie, and it's a picture from your mother. And it's a handsome Korean man with a very clean haircut.
I scoot over and I get really close to you and try to see your phone.
My mom's trying to hook me up.
Oh, he's gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coralie, another thing that you notice, as you look at Chanyol's blemishes are almost gone. Patchy kind of stubble, clean, gone. Your hair is less greasy, kind of very commercial-like. You see the muscles of Chanyol more defined.
I immediately put my phone down and I'm blushing even though I'm not even halfway through my drink yet. Finish the rest of my drink. Do you know any of these people here?
This is my first time here. Well, I bounced for this place once and I did not get asked back, so I'm sure that means what it means.
The trust fund kids come here to party.
Yeah. I got that vibe. You know, I kind of forgot that there were Korean parents like that still do arranged marriages and shit and have high expectations or something.
Are you telling me that your parents aren't like that?
No, they're in jail.
Oh. Why?
Tax fraud, evasion in America and in Korea.
Oh. How old were you when that happened?
18.
How old are you right now?
25.
You are older than me.
Fuck.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's kind of the freest I've ever felt and been, but at the same time, obviously, I don't have good spending habits, and I'm kind of on my own. I mean, I guess that's kind of a lie because my sister's in the city, but
Yeah, your sister. Do we like your sister? What was that all about?
I don't know. And maybe Dr. Corley, you can psychoanalyze me or something.
Not a doctor.
And I kind of with the perfumed and blushy glow that I have, it looks very strange to anyone looking across from us because I go it looks like I go under the table, but I just lay my head in your lap.
I'm very distinctly trying to move as little as possible, and I don't look down at you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Whenever I think about my sister, whenever I look at her or whatever, it's just I see her apologizing to my teachers about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I see her like paying off literally someone who was just fucking bullying me in Korea. I see her like getting, I don't know, like confronted by my parents for not getting her enough money, like trying to like save me from our parents like not getting them enough money. And then we both got to New York together. And I've just been trying to not be attached to her, to have her need to fight my battles, and obviously it's gotten us to this point.
As you're talking, Coralie's hand just kind of awkwardly pats your head. The side of your head, not the top, the side, just not really knowing how to comfort you and feeling very awkwardly close to you. Probably can smell you from this closeness. Yeah.
Coralie, as you're smelling Chanyol, you feel like you smell like that smell when you pass by a laundromat.
I like lift my hand up. There's probably, I don't know where this actual physical glitter has come from, but it's transferred onto my fingers, and I just sniff my fingers. Oh.
That's the smell as well.
Did you go into a washing machine? Why do you smell like this?
Coralie, I'm telling you about my life story, and all you're asking me why I smell like a washing machine.
Sorry, you smell good.
I turn my face into your hand, and I like look up at you. And again, there's like, there's like actual like, either he's wearing highlighter or it's like an actual glitter. Do I?
I just like shove your head off of me. I need a drink.
Oh shit. I call for someone over to get you something.
Can you make that a double? Please, thanks.
Sure. Tinny, this is about later in the night. Been about maybe 3 hours. Where did you go?
So when Tinny got out of the car, she didn't know where she was gonna go. So I think she walked for a while. And then she kind of realized that she was covered in blood. And her first thought was, I don't want to go home. I can't see sky like this. So I'm going to go to my other home. And she beelines it to her workshop, her classroom, basically, at NYU. And she breaks in very quietly. She's very good at breaking into places, but most people don't know that. She's very quiet. And she... Hold on, I wrote some stuff down. Okay. She has her backpack with her. She brought it to the job. And she kind of takes a look at everything in the warehouse and sits down. The only light that's on is like the lamplight at her desk. And so she sits under the lamplight and just sobs. And it's like feral, like harsh sobbing. I don't think she's ever cried like this. And it scares her because she's never felt like this before. And she kind of stops herself and she pulls herself together and she slaps her face. And you can kind of see her have a thought. And then she just starts very quickly grabbing all of her tools, her really important tools.
As you're grabbing your important tools, you hear from outside of the window, anybody in there? Is anybody crying in there? Hello? Hello? You hear a plastic bag drop. little bit of grunting. Fuck. You see a hand on the windowsill.
Mm-mm. She's gonna hide.
You see a tiny head, like, well, not a tiny head, but like just black hair just move up. You see a set of eyes. Hello?
Tinny is hiding. She has no interest in talking to anyone right now.
Roll me stealth and dexterity, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
He pulls up a little bit more. You notice that it's Aaron. Starts climbing down. Grabs the plastic bag. You start to hear footsteps leaving.
She breathes heavy, and once she knows that she's gone, she's like, why is he here this late? And then she realizes that she hasn't cleaned any of the blood off yet, so she sits down again at her desk and turns the light back on, and she wipes it off of her headphones. And, well, Tinny always gets messy in her warehouse, so I think she's got, like, clothes in her locker, spare clothes. So she stuffs all of her bloodied clothes into her backpack, and she takes her extra clothes, and she kind of looks at the leather jacket, the leather vest that she got. And she puts it on. And then I think for the next hour or so, after she's cleared out all of her tools and put them all in her backpack to take home, she gets out her journal where she writes down things that she's researching and the stuff that she's been working on, and she starts a new page, and she writes in her journal for like an hour.
What would be the contents? Not necessarily word for word, but
I don't think Tinny really ever talks about her feelings unless it's like on accident. And she's definitely never written about them. And so, like, all of her notes are very, like, analytical. They're about the shit she's invented and the stuff that she's fixed. But this time she is writing down everything about how she feels. About her absurd, immense loneliness that she has felt her whole life. And how confused and lost she is as a person, and how she is just realizing that for the first time she has felt in control. And that scares her. And so when she sobbed at the beginning, when she first got there, that was the first time she sobbed. But she does not cry now as she's writing. And I think after a few hours of sitting in the dark, she texts Coralie and she says, "Where are you?"
If this is a few hours passing, you'll get a response of a video. And Coralie is drunk, has her arm slung over Chanyul's shoulders, and is basically taking a selfie video of the two of them, being like, "Hey, Tinny, we are at the round, that fucking, you know,
The lounge, it's the one
that's just right around the corner, down 3 blocks, right? Miss you. Are you okay? I'm so worried about you. Call me? Can you call me? I can't see
You're
the
so
buttons.
cute.
Shut up. And then I hang up.
Tinny feels like a tinge of jealousy. She's like her instant gut feeling is jealousy. And then she kind of shoves that down and she takes a few deep breaths, and then she heads out and calls Coralie.
Hey.
Hi, Coralie. I'm okay. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. Did you know that they do a frozen strawberry thing over here?
I don't know, because all you said that you were at was a lounge. So I don't know where over here is, Coralie. I want to come pick you up.
Okay. And then I kind of stumble towards the front of the lounge, and I basically just point my phone out onto the street just to show Tinny the just general area of where I'm at. Does and then I hand the phone over to the bouncer.
Yeah.
Hello? Hey, this is my friend, Coralie, and I need to know where she is. Can you tell me where you are right now, sir?
Yeah. He gives you an address, like a direct address.
All right, and
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here for you with your friend. She's not allowed in anymore.
oh, wonderful. And that has
Yeah.
never been a sentence I've heard about Coralie before.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right, I will see you very soon, kind sir.
Yeah, please.
Thanks.
Okay.
And then there's the phone's like yanked away, and it's a close up. We were dancing on the chairs and the tables. I think we broke 2 of them.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
I hope you weren't dancing too much without me.
No, I've still got dance in me.
All right.
What, do you want to dance?
Coralie, you know I always want to
go
dance.
dancing. Chanyeol, do you want to go dancing?
Wait, Coralie, let me get to you first. And then Tinny starts running.
I imagine by the time you get there, the 2 of us are, unless Chanyeol ditches her, I shouldn't speak for you.
I think you find me in a booth and like I'm like calling someone, and I'm gonna be calling Adrian. So I think I become distracted immediately.
Very good. Then I am just talking to the bouncer outside.
Yeah, it's like, look, ma'am, I can't let you back in.
Hi. Sorry. Hello.
Oh, you're the friend, yeah.
Sorry.
She's cut off.
What exactly happened?
Oh, she's just way too drunk. I can't let her back in.
That's fine. We're not going to go back in. But I will say she is usually a very kind, normal, upstanding citizen.
Oh, I'm not. I believe you. Like alcohol's a hell of a messes you up real bad. Yeah.
Can I go grab our other friend really fast?
And you're looking at his face. It's like he'd rather just grab your friend for you, because he just like, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care, and I go past him. I go past him.
I resumed the previous conversation I was having with the bouncer.
And I'm like elbowing my way through the crowd, and I go, Chanyeol! Chanyeol!
Adrian, I need to drive. Can you drive? Do you have a car? Can you drive me? We're getting kicked out.
I was watching, I don't know, like Rebel Ridge, because that's the last movie I ever saw. It was like, and it's like, what the fuck? What's up? What's up? Everything okay?
Do you have a car?
Yes.
We're getting kicked
But-
out.
Of what?
It's a lounge.
Okay. Who's getting kicked out?
Me and Coralie, we're getting kicked out.
You and Coralie.
Yeah. Hey.
Chanyeol!
Oh shit.
Chanyeol!
Tinny's here.
Okay.
Adrian, say hi to Tinny.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh my god. All right. So that
What's
Coralie
happening?
is actively getting kicked out. We gotta go. I'm sober. They are not. This is a wild chain of events.
Yeah, I'll give me the address. I'll
All
come
right.
pick it
All
up.
right. And I text it to them, and I give the phone back. All right. Let's go. Come on. I grab both of your hands like a southern mama would. Come on.
As you're grabbing Chanyol's hands, you smell buttery popcorn hit your.
I let go of his hands. Come on. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Tinny,
What? What?
no, I have to tell you something so quickly. And then I get back into your face, like holding your hands. Coralie almost kissed me.
She what?
She almost did.
And she lets go of your hands again, and she goes, all right, come on.
Uh-oh.
she starts she starts walking out, and she's like, Coralie! Coralie?
Hi.
I heard some news. I thought you were just dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You wanna go dancing?
Yes, I wanna
I have a few moves left.
Coralie, please. I'm trying to be serious for once in my life, okay? Did you kiss this man?
Oh, fuck no.
All right. All right, that's all I needed to hear. I needed that reaction. Wonderful. You two sit down on the curb, hands to yourself.
Sit down.
I get really close to Coralie.
I don't move away.
And Tinny, like, goes and she, like, sits in the curb in between you two. She's like, all right, okay, all right.
I put my head on your shoulder.
And then I get cuddly with you.
Tinny just lets it happen on both ends, but she's like, had such a long day, and she does not know if she's jealous of this one or this one, and she's just upset, and she waits patiently for Adrian.
Tell my sister, friends, I gotta go. It's New York City. I don't use the car a lot. I take the public transit all the time. It is a very old Honda Civic, I think, is like what rolls up. It's in decent condition. And I just see this pile of mess as I drive over, like roll down the window, just see Tinny patting their face, get some bread, get some water. Is everybody okay?
I'm gonna get in the passenger seat and like kind of we all like very dizzily collectively get up. And me prompting Fabs to ask Ambrose the question, I get like in Adrian's face and I kiss you on the cheek.
Adrian, as soon as Chanyol comes in, you can smell this vanilla, woodsy, kind of amber-like aroma coming off of them. Their skin looks clearer, fair. Their complexion is very shiny. Hair looks
Upon
really
like
nice.
the leaning in and kiss on the cheek, and then like smelling, it's like without thinking, head turns and like follows as Shonyo like leans back in his seat. I'm like, why do you smell like that?
Smell like what?
Like, you know what? Never mind. He turns back to the front, like slowly turns back. You just smell really good.
In the back seat, I'm showing Tinny my phone and showing the picture of the guy that my mom's trying to hook me up with.
Tinny kind of looks at you and she goes, honestly, you could do worse.
Yes, I could.
He's cute. He's handsome.
He's gay.
All right, well, some people can be gay and still like women too.
That's true.
I show it to Adrian.
Oh yeah, he's gay. Very good.
Apparently his name's Kevin.
You can't marry a Kevin. Not Kevin.
No, you can't do that to yourself. You cannot marry a Korean man named Kevin.
So are we going home? Where are we going?
Yeah, I was watching a movie So, what's up?
Let's go dancing. Dancing?
Where? Am I the designated driver? Am I really going to have fun being a designated driver?
I mean, dancing does sound pretty good after the worst day of our lives.
It does sound great, and I haven't really gone out dancing or clubbing in a very long time, so that sounds pretty awesome right now.
Look, my mom pays for the I guess I pay for it now. There's parking at my building. Um
Okay.
yeah.
Tinny like very rarely gets to see Coralie this fun, and Tinny's like really apprehensive because she doesn't want to do this, but she also doesn't get to have Coralie this fun like ever, so she doesn't want to miss it.
But like through the rear view, just seeing this like excitedness, the exact opposite of what I'm used to seeing from Coralie, like raising my eyebrows and looking at Chunyo pointing. You did this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Last we left Jet, they just had a run-in with Chanyol and their group. As they promised Jihei, Chanyol will not meet any form of danger. But that doesn't mean that Jet would save them. After that whole ordeal, Jet left, and it's been a while. They had to make some calls overseas as they were having a little trouble figuring out all this cleaner nonsense. GA was useful, but investigations weren't their strong suit. So they had to go to the person that they knew who could help them best. They take a drive all the way to a tarmac of an undisclosed airport. A cargo vessel has been dropped. They get out their car. They walk towards this box. This huge cargo vessel on the side. Sprawling on it is Song International Industries. They immediately break the lock and open it. And as they open the door, there is a box in there. They take out a crowbar and make sure that the lid is loose. As the wood breaks,
and Wendy just like runs out, like almost like she's been on the other side, just like waiting, like pushing pressure on the door. And you see a very tired Wendy. She's trying really hard to hide it. Her hair's gotten longer, a little bit more purple, and she's a little bit more comfortable in the rich clothes that she's become accustomed to over the past year or so. Not as awkward. Things are a little bit more fitting, and she looks a little bit more businesslike. And she just throws her arms around him and is like, "Oh my God, it's been forever."
I know. I miss you too. It's insane. Who would have thought? Us. Western Hemisphere. Right?
It's been a while since I've been back. I don't know.
Yeah, this is true. When was it? 80s?
New York? Yeah, definitely 80s. I don't come here often. Still kind of smells.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it a little bit. But you know what? I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
And out of Jet's jacket, they produce a small pouch of banana milk.
Yes, I've been in that box forever.
Yes. I don't know if you still like bags or you like it fresh.
I mean, I brought some, bags with me, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit more indulgent of late, you know, you know.
Okay, okay. I know some spots. I know some spots. All right, let's hop into the car.
Okay.
The two of you walk towards the car. It's much different compared to the Japanese brand that Jet used to drive all the way back in South Korea. Right now, they're kind of fitting into the Western image. They are driving a Firebird this time.
Ooh, fancy.
I just
You just
I just found it, and I just found it, and we have the money, so
not a long way from that shithole apartment I was living in before. And Wendy takes like a walk around it and is like very like, not bad, not bad. I definitely would have picked a different color though. I don't know.
yeah, it came with it, and didn't really have time to repaint it.
It's okay.
Yeah, for some reason there's like a lot of like bureaucracy when it comes to changing paint colors. I get it, but it's whatever. Hop in. There's just the two of us.
Wendy gets in. It's like, you know what I've really missed since you've been gone?
What?
My little chocolates.
Ah, he opens the compartment, like the glove compartment, and there waiting for you falls out kind of like these small kind of blood chocolates.
Yes. Oh my gosh, these are so hard to find now that you're not around anymore.
I literally taught man, I've taught several people to make them for you. It's just they just don't.
They do sometimes if it's not the same. It's not the same. And everyone thinks that they can do it a little bit better, and it just doesn't. Nope.
Fair. Very fair. But hey, you're here now. I mean, God knows how long we're gonna be here, but yeah. And Jet starts the engine. You guys start to head off on the highway going back to Manhattan. So, you find anything out?
Yeah. Being shipped in a crate is not the way we'll travel next time. Oh, you don't mean that. You mean the other
I
stuff.
mean, yes, but also, I'm sorry. It's the only way, right? Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I haven't, it's been a while since I did that. I might just, no, I did talk to Ted, and Ted had some information. Ted was talking about some person named Carter Owens. I don't know. Does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, Carter Owens, definitely. I think it's a fake name.
Yeah, that's kind of what Ted was alluding to, but he wasn't 100% sure. Something about a guy named Devin. Shit, I have it written down somewhere. And like Wendy just grabs like in and pulls out a post note and is like, Devin Wright with a W.
Okay.
Does that name sound familiar?
No, not at all. But I guess Devin is their real name. I'm surprised you still are averse to using smartphones, huh?
Yeah, it's just not, I mean, especially with clouds, I don't know, something about information getting out. Who knows,
They were talking about that in Amsterdam, and I get it. Kind of get it now.
Yeah, I've talked to enough cybersecurity guys to not put the information on I even got one of those, I've been texting you from one of those dumb phones, like no internet, no nothing. Yeah. I got my iPod thing, like my MP3, like I'm good. I don't need any of that locked in all the time stuff. you know?
Yeah. Is that? Do you still have your friend in there?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
It's fine when he's not interrupting my music or my cleaning time or my sleep or my shows.
Okay. Well, cool.
Anyway, so I guess this Devin Wright was at Pusan for a little bit, but not when any of us were there or when Ted was there, whenever he was there. But I guess he was kind of kicked out
Okay. Discharge.
for selling stuff.
Oh, so maybe they were stealing from the government. Probably.
Blah blah, something about him being in Philly. What was the other name? And then grabs another post-it from a different pocket. Ronald.
Just Ronald?
Ronald. See, sometimes I use that. I've been trying out this new like code writing. Just give me a second. And Wendy pops the chocolate in her mouth and starts like, okay, going through like starts naming objects. It's like, okay, Peterson.
Okay. Oh, you're
Ronald
doing
Peterson.
a mnemonic device. Okay.
Yeah, yes, that's what that's
Cool.
called. I couldn't remember. Ted said I should try it because like my memory's been really weird. I think it's the not good chocolate, maybe the blood. I'm not sure. But apparently he's a contractor working for some app.
Like construction contractor or
Oh, no, military.
Oh.
Military. Ted doesn't know anything about anything other than
Okay.
military, that's for sure. And Wendy, like, kind of kicks back in the car a little bit and, like, gets more comfortable as the chocolate starts kicking in a little bit more. Something about some app.
yeah, cleaner. That's what I'm
Cleaner, yes. Yeah. Cleaner. And then, apparently, they've been recruiting a lot of ex-military.
Okay. That lines up. You know what? That's good because we haven't had a name to place alongside with the app. We just one of our account people, I tried to ask them to find out a little bit more about this app, but they couldn't find a name attached to it, and I'm glad that you were able to. I knew you would, so I'm not really surprised. Okay.
Yeah, so I found a name, I found the app, and then I maybe have tapped his phone a little bit to get some information through a guy I know. He
Okay.
doesn't have any money.
Oh.
Like, zero. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. No bank accounts, no overseas accounts, no capital, no nothing.
Okay.
So that's when I was like, okay, this is weird, you know, because like that's not normal. Usually people in that position have something.
God, I missed you. Yeah. You know what? That's great. Yeah, me and Natalie have been looking for these guys. We couldn't find anything, and I'm good at selling, and Natalie is good at killing, and I'm just really glad that you're here now, so we can probably start working on that once we got you settled.
Yeah, because I'm good at all the other stuff.
Of course. It was honestly, you know, the first few months was kind of nice. The first few months was like cool vacation. We kind of got things settled with Natalie, figured out things how she got to Seoul and
Yeah, you got things settled with Natalie.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, everything's squared, and now we find out that some of our things are here. So that's why we've been trying to figure it out, but you know, I wanted to call you in earlier, but I wasn't really sure. I knew you were busy with something. How's that going?
Oh, right. So, yeah, I've been busy. And like you just like feel like all the bubbliness and energy just like completely leave. Like Wendy's been masking this whole time and like is like obviously very excited to see Jet, but bringing up their stuff kind of just like puts a weight on their shoulders that didn't seem to be there before. And they just kind of, so you know how like, yeah, I was like kind of an orphan, kind of a, you know, the war and stuff. Um, well, I kind of got bored
Okay.
and I started doing some digging as I do. And the thing, I thought it was just, I don't know why. I never really looked into it, but I thought it wasn't as big as it was. And it turns out quite a few people made a whole lot of money off of kids like me.
Oh.
So I've been on a little bit of an investigative mission to figure out who they are, where their assets are, and how I can take them out.
Well, hopefully I don't mean to drag you into this and have you stop that, but once this is done, I'm sure that Natalie would be more than happy for us to help you.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure. I need a little bit of a break anyway.
There is nothing that you can ask that will be pressure.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. It would be cool to, you know, relive some of the old times.
Yeah.
Start a little trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe not almost die this time though. That was
Yeah,
not
that
fun.
was terrible. But
I would like to leave
I
that part out.
think we're capable at this point. We should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have money now, I hear you said.
I mean, it's the men's money, so it's technically but hey, we have nothing to worry about now. Even here in town. Wait till we get to kind of safe haven. It's pretty swanky. But before that, and as Jet goes on, the two of you notice that Jet is pulling up to a parking spot. You find yourself downtown in Manhattan. After he parks, he says, "Come on, we gotta walk like a block or two."
I would say Wendy like is kind of just like looking at all the lights and stuff, taking in all of the sights as we're walking.
You see, passing by you, a bunch of fresh-faced college students from NYU. It is pretty much college town around this area. You're in the village. Jet leads you about a block and a half upwards into the west until you get to this kind of, there's a bar, there is a long line, but Jet kind of gestures towards it and then shifts over to cut the line to a kind of row of vending machines. As nobody is noticing, Jet goes in front of a kind of soda vending machine, puts a coin in, and presses 2 buttons. And you hear a kind of opening sound. Kind of like a fridge as it opens. You see Jet looks around, opens the vending machine, and you see going downstairs is kind of a speakeasy. Jet says, "You're gonna love it here," and gestures for you to get in.
All right, secret door behind a vending machine. Yeah, let's go. And when do you follow?
All I'm keeping track of is the weather, and there's no wind, no sun, nothing.